What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Roadrunner Chris, and we are here at the Smithfield in Tar Heel, North Carolina. This is my last load with Hirschbach, man. My last load. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna break down the reason why, man. I'm gonna break it down to why I'm really leaving Hirschbach. Alright? And this is no clickbait. This is none of that. This is like real deal in real life. Like, I'm leaving Hirschbach. I'm gonna tell you why. Alright? Peace. Good morning, YouTube. This your boy Roadrunner Chris. This is the last load with Hirschbach, man. It's a bittersweet. Hirschbach has been good to me for the most part. Can't complain about that. There's no such thing as a perfect company. So Hirschbach did work for me, and I'm happy about that. And I'm actually happy to say that Hirschbach was able to work for me. But you know, sometimes you got to do what's best for you in certain situations, and I feel like right now this will be best for me in this situation. You know what I mean? But yeah, we are at the Smithfield in Tar Heel, DC, picking up our load, or picked up our load. I've been here since 3:17 p.m. yesterday, and they just gave me a call saying that my load was ready in such and such spot. So we're here. Bills or anything? Huh? You need my BOLs or anything?
Yeah, I need the paperwork. The top copy is mine.
Oh, the top copy's yours?
Sign it for me.
Okay. Woo. Not gonna lie, it's 3 miles. It's a little bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is actually the first company that I really enjoyed myself. I really felt like I was able to do what I need to do and do what I do best. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie with y'all, man. Now turn left. You know, it just, I had to take off my vest. I forgot I even had it on. It's making me hot with all this stuff on. But back to what I was saying, and I know I said I was gonna go more into why I left Hirschbach, but I'm gonna do that a little later, especially when I get like more sunlight and stuff. And I stop somewhere, because what I really wanted to do is I really wanted to collect my thoughts and really just be about me in that moment. Not with my decision making, but not also with my decision making, I should say, but also with like just time to myself and make sure this is the right move that I'm making for myself and my family. This company has been an awesome freaking company for the most part. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie with you. It just, you know that saying, when you want better for yourself, you're gonna do better for yourself? And that's basically what it is. It's like, I want better for myself, so I'm gonna do better for myself. But all in all, Hirschbach has been a great company, I can't even lie. For me at least, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to run like how I wanted to run before, but other companies, they wouldn't do it. I'm never sitting with Hirschbach, that's the crazy part. Like, I'm never sitting. But yeah, I'm turning left somewhere.
Turn left on North Carolina 29.
All right, YouTube, we gonna pause right here. So, on the way to the load to deliver it, I stopped by my house, spent the night, and then I never picked the camera back up until I started my new job again. And this is the reason why I quit Hirschbach. What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Roadrunner Chris, and I'm back. Since the last time I delivered my load to Lakeland, Florida, with Hirschbach, as y'all can see, I am in a hotel room doing a 2-day orientation with DB Shanker / USA Truck, but I never recorded the ending of that Hirschbach vlog. So we're gonna talk about it. I spent a couple of days just processing my thoughts, getting myself together for this new company that I'm pulling like loads for or whatever, and then just mainly just getting my thoughts together and my mental together, you know what I'm saying, running with this new company or whatnot. So the reasons why I love Hirschbach, first off, let me say this: Hirschbach is definitely a good company. Don't let my decision dictate anybody else's decision. However, there are people that just don't like the company. I'm not one of them. Honestly, there's only one thing I didn't like about the company. Well, maybe two things that I didn't like about the company. So we're gonna jump right into that, right? So one, Hirschbach has a lot of loads. You're never gonna sit. I was never sitting. I ran my behind off, like 3,000 miles plus a week, guaranteed. I'm never sitting at truck stops. I'm never sitting, like, yeah, I'm doing my 10, but like outside of that, most of mine, I do mine off of splits. But usually my dispatch, she'll load about 2 or 3 loads on me every single week. So I'm never sitting at all. So that's the good thing about Hirschbach for me. Everybody's different, everybody got their own preference. This is just my preference and my experience with Hirschbach. Like I say, everybody else experience is different, so they might not like the company, from people commenting on my YouTube videos or my Instagram, my TikTok or whatever. People like, oh, Hirschbach this, Hirschbach that. Listen, that's your experience. I'm sorry that you had a bad experience. My experience wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna be real with you. My experience wasn't bad at all. Like I said, I got 3,000 miles a week. My dispatch loaded me with 2 to 3 loads, like stacked up on top of each other. So I'm never just sitting. I'm running. At first, I'm not gonna lie with you, at first the money with Hirschbach was so good, like so good with the old contract. So let's talk about the old contract. The old contract, we got our weekly bonuses every single week, our safety bonuses / weekly bonuses every single week. I love that. I was making real good money. And then we also still got our monthly bonus too. I was making real good money, especially for the miles that I was running per week. And they would pay me for that. I was getting paid so good, like so well. I'm not gonna even lie with you. I'm talking about $3,000 checks, $4,000 checks. I was getting paid good, and the deductions were low. Cool. Just fast forward a little bit. Now Hirschbach comes out with this thing where we had to sign a new contract, not for the truck, but just for the lease purchase in general, because what they did was they took out our weekly incentive and they put it, that we only could get it monthly, right? At first I thought it was all good, but at first I didn't want to sign my lease, or the new contract I should say. But my dispatch said for me to continue, I had to sign it. So I signed it. I read it. Everything was pretty much the same except one thing, and that was 2 things actually. Instead of getting the weekly bonuses, we got the monthly bonus. So they switched from weekly to monthly, and then they gave us a 12-cent raise, which is, I never cared about it because, like I said, I was already making money before the 12-cent raise. Then the contract took effect in January 8th, 2025. Once that hit, I noticed my deductions were a lot higher. They was only taking out between 14 to 17 a week out of my deductions, but ever since the new contract came out, they started taking over $2,000 worth of deductions. So not only that, but my highest deductions with Hirschbach was $3,600. But ever since that got down, it's been around $2,000 to $2,300 a week. And I feel like that's a little too high. When y'all damn near literally take care of everything. Ever since y'all gave us a 12-cent raise, I feel like y'all been taking out more money from me. If that makes sense. So I was literally, I run 3,000 plus miles a week. And it seemed like for me to make the money I was making before the new contract, I would have to run extra harder than that. And like I said, I was already getting 3,000 miles a week consistently. So then, like, how hard do I gotta run? Do I gotta run 4,000 miles a week? Do I gotta run 5,000 miles a week? That's not possible, but I'm just saying, not with a DOT clock, solo driver at that. And it's like, I'm grossing a lot, but y'all taking so much from me. And I know it's the more you make, the more they take, but dang, it's like, even with the old contract, the more I made, y'all took away 2,000 the more I made, because at one time I grossed like almost $6,000 with them. And they only took out like 2,200. But this instance, I'm only grossing 4,000, 4,500, and y'all still taking like 23, 24. Like I said, the more that I make, the more they take. So in this case, I don't see my deductions at 3,600. And I'm like, why are y'all taking so much from me? And I feel like it's a scam at this point, because it's like, why am I running all these miles and y'all not, and my paychecks is nowhere near what they used to be? That was the first red flag. The second red flag with me, with the company, will be the consistent micromanaging. I didn't like that at all. Anything that you do wrong, they're gonna call you about it. You're not purposely trying to do anything wrong. My number one call was pretty much like following distance. Yeah, there'll be times where, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'll be sometimes close to a car or a truck, whatever. Not on purpose, it's because I'm trying to pass. And since we're governed at 70, and I be seeing these owner operators, they be hauling ass, man, you feel me? So to me, in my mind, I'm like, well, for me to guarantee I know I'm gonna pass this truck in front of me or this car in front of me, let me try to inch as close as possible, but at the same time, I'm never really that close. I keep distance between me and the car, or me or the truck, but it's not Hirschbach distance. They want you to keep 7 seconds. I tried it multiple times. And that 7 seconds, you know how many cars cut in front of me? You know how many trucks cut in front of me? Each time a car or truck get in front of you, you gotta keep holding back 7 seconds. That's not realistic. I talked to other Hirschbach drivers. That's unrealistic. They even said they leave about 2 to 3 seconds, and safety still calls them because it's not the 7 seconds. And you working hard over the road, you getting your loads there on time. I'm picking up on time, I'm dropping off on time. I'm never late for a pickup or a delivery. Let's add that in there too. Like I said, the miles is there, but the micromanaging and the new contract that they had us sign, like, to me, that new contract was for lazy drivers with Hirschbach. That's just my opinion, because I was getting paid way too good before the new contract. Everybody's like, oh yeah, we got a 12-cent raise. That has nothing to do with me. I'm already running hard. My money's already good. Why do I need a 12-cent raise? I didn't know that 12-cent raise was gonna decrease my paycheck. So it's like, yeah, they gave you that 12-cent raise, but they're taking more from you. It's like, something had to give for them to give that 12-cent raise. So we're just gonna take more from you. But outside of that, man, outside of them two things, Hirschbach is a good company. If you're looking for consistent miles, you're never gonna sit. You get a chance to, like, if you do the next level leasing, you get a chance to create your LLC and build your business from there. Overall, outside of what I said, it's a good company. Not probably, but the best company I done been with, and I only been with 2 mega carriers. But at the same time, they gave me an opportunity to do something different with them. And I was dry van at first, and then I went from dry van to reefer. So that was different for me. So I got experience not only in dry van, but I got experience also in reefer. So that's a good thing for me, is that I was able to do these things with them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the truck comes with, you know, it did come with Wi-Fi, but they took the Wi-Fi out. It comes with a TV, a refrigerator. You do got to get your own microwave, which is I already have my own microwave. And like I said, everything was good, you know what I'm saying, up until that point. So I didn't want to leave Hirschbach. So that's another reason why I haven't been recording, because I didn't really want to leave Hirschbach. I'm not going to even lie with you. I really didn't want to leave. Like, even my friends and family, they knew how bad I wanted to stay with Hirschbach. Eventually, I was gonna want to be an owner operator, but I wanted to try to pay my truck off first with Hirschbach before I even decided to even go anywhere. I wanted to be with them for a couple of years, I'm not gonna lie. But then ever since that new contract and then more of the micromanaging than ever before, it was just me doing some thinking, me running into good people. It was just time for me to just do my own thing as being a owner operator, or doing the owner operator thing, right? So that's that. Will I recommend Hirschbach to other people? Heck yeah, go ahead and do your thing, especially if you have no experience in reefer and you want to do something different. Hirschbach to me is the company for it, for sure. It just, like I say, once that contract was signed and then they started taking more from me, and then the micromanaging, it just wasn't for me anymore. And that's just that. So, enough talking about Hirschbach. There's a lot of good people at Hirschbach, a lot of good drivers at Hirschbach, a lot of good people at the East Dubuque terminal. It's a lot of good people, man. It's just the company as a whole, it just wasn't for me anymore. But it's a good company. It's a good company to me for other people to go to. You know, it's all about your preference, all about your like what you want, what you're looking for. 99-cent fuel gallon, you can't beat that. Like, I had fun with Hirschbach. Like, it's just what it is. It is what it is at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm currently in West Memphis, Arkansas. So as you can see, I'm no longer with Hirschbach. You know, it is what it is. Great company, but it just wasn't for me. So now I'm at the next chapter of my life. So I will see y'all in the next video about my new journey. I will take y'all through that, and then I will let y'all know how that journey is for me. But peace until next time, man.